brand nowadays, but back in the day, it was something called payola. They was paying the DJs to get specific artists on the radio station. So it was about one, bro. You had to have the talent, but you had to have the relationships, and you had to have the bag. And we don't have those, transparent conversation about having all three. You feel me?
Sir. So what was your method before you figured out, the matrix of what's going on in hip hop industry right now? What was your method back then? Did you try and fail? Like, man, I'm putting out good music. I'm shooting visuals. I'm doing everything that they say you should do on YouTube. And was it not working for you?
I just realized, bro, that everybody, like the quote unquote they, nobody ever know who they are, right? So niggas just basically go and kind of tell you about what they heard and what they saying. And I'm like, I'm not a hearsay type of guy, Surf, yo. I'm a nigga that need to know what's going on. I need to go and know for myself. You feel me? I'm not what they would call a chatty patty or a gossip nigga. Like, you hear from me, I lived it, I did it. And nobody I knew or seen where I was from, bro, had Billboard records, was making money from the music, was going on tour, was selling merch. So there was nobody to ask where we was at. So I started to put together my bread, bro, and start to go take consultations with, niggas in the industry. So I learned how to network, bro. And that was the most important part, bro. If you don't know the answer to things, man, go and ask the right questions to the right people. And if they tell you it's a price tag for that information, bro, be willing to invest in the information. So first and foremost, Surf, yo, it's the mindset, bro. And not a lot of people, like, from our culture, bro, got the mindset. A lot of niggas want things for free. They also don't want to put in the work and the sweat
That's
equity,
so damn true.
right? And we'll also we place value on things in a weird ass way, right? So we got, I got this iWatch, right? The iWatch was $700, $800. A nigga would rather have an iWatch and be flossing than go spend that money with somebody who can help him elevate or, transition in the environment or the industry that he want to be in. And it's only two ways you're gonna get this done in life, bro. You're gonna either learn it yourself, you're gonna trial and error, or you're gonna, get information from somebody else and get a mentor. And I've been doing a combination of the two for the last decade.
Okay, so yeah, you gotta pay. You gotta pay to play. That's how this game is. I tell a lot of people that the game is to be sold, not to be told. But here on the news, you can use. Y'all could come get some game. You know what I'm saying? This is free game. So if you watch it right now, you need to be taking notes and have your pad out because I'm about to ask some questions that a lot of artists would want to know. So if you were a new artist right now, and knowing the knowledge you know right now, what would be your strategy to get on in a 90-day period?
I would first and foremost, I would make sure that my admin was where it needed to be at, Surf, right? So your admin consists of your copyrights, man, your contracts, making sure your distro, your performing rights. Like it's a list of about 8 or 9 different platforms you need to make sure your music is properly registered and set up, right? Before you get started, you got to make sure that your foundation is where it needs to be at. 90% of the artists I talk to, bro, young and old, they keep skipping this step because they, one, lazy, and two, nobody emphasized getting your business right. And all the way going to, bro, if you're going to start this off the right way and you saying 90 days and you really serious, make sure you didn't take in a consultation with a lawyer, right? And an accountant. So if this works, because you're planning on it working, right? Let's make sure that we got things in place before we even go ahead and try to become successful. I like to see niggas put things in place that mean we trying to be successful. So when that shit happen, you don't just be surprised and shocked. You feel what I'm saying? I want to see that it's real. Yeah. And you got 90 days, bro. If I had 90 days, even with a minimal budget, I would figure out the one lead single I had. I would make sure I had some complimentary music, and I would just go and bust my ass creating content. It don't matter what it is. Every day I'll be doing some type of freestyle, acapella. I'll be using the hell out of Triller, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, like all of these access and resources, bro. All of these different opportunities, all these different challenges, all of this content online for you to recreate. You would not be able to go anywhere without seeing my face for 90 days. Whether I had to repost, tag, inbox any and everybody, it will be a relentless pursuit of, yo, I got a record, I think it's a hit, and any and everybody is going to have to hit it to somebody that one can help me out or this shit go viral. It's just going to have to be a relentless approach. And, when you combine relentlessness, bro, with resilience, you're going to get it done. I call them the 2 R and R's, man, double R.
Yeah. I hear this word a lot. I hear this word a whole lot. Algorithm. What does algorithm mean to you? How do you break down the definition of an algorithm?
So an algorithm, bro, is basically a formula of what get somebody what we call engagement or exposure, right? So if we looking at like what Instagram means, Cat Williams is a perfect example, right? Cat just went viral, right? So if we looking at the algorithm, how many people was talking about Cat? What kind of topics was Cat talking about? Was the people he's speaking about also relevant? And then let's look at not only the views that he got, right, but the watch time. So niggas is watching Cat and Shannon Sharp interview, bro, 40 million times already, but they watching the entire 3 hour, episode, a 3 hour podcast, a 3 hour interview. Like niggas don't got the attention span to do shit no more. So that right there, bro, in itself is quality content. We got to the point where them little snippets and reels that they cut from it was able to get us engaged and get us talking about it. And that's algorithm buster. So the content that you creating, bro, gotta be in that same type of format, bro. Is you doing something that's in the entertainment space? Are you doing something that's educational? Are you doing something that's shock value? And the perfect combination of an algorithm is if you can do all three and get people's attention. All right. The metrics that matter: watch time, comments, views, likes, shares, saves. And as you understand, for me, bro, where we coming from, we need to build our own machines. If you're not with a major label, you're not represented by a major entertainment company or a major corporation, you got to find a way to engineer those metrics, whether you do it organically or inorganically. First and foremost, you better make sure that the content is fire. Because even if you send and get your content to the explore page or you're able to game the algorithm, you're not going to be able to retain people's attention if your content trash. So that's what I focus on first and foremost, bro. Dope content. I try to create it for a specific target audience. Everybody in the world of music knows that I'm the music marketing consultant guy. I crack the system, but I really emphasize independence, hard work, and discipline. And a lot of things that you got to provide for yourself as an entrepreneur. People that aren't in the mindset that I'm in, they need to go with the major labels because they need somebody to spoon feed them and they need somebody to control them and help them wipe their ass in the morning. And that's okay too. You just got to identify who you are respectfully.
Yeah. Cyril, you got a question?
Yeah, man. The thing is that I like about you most is the way you say music. The way music is a business, and a lot of people are not recognizing that music is a business. That it's still a job, and it's still like you can't be no laziness in the industry. That's why you don't get nowhere because a lot of people they do stuff and then they fall off because they're like, oh yeah, I'll get that done tomorrow. So you didn't get that done. You wasted that time to someone else is talking over that time that it could have been you getting on because you were too lazy. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I agree with you what you say right there. It's 100% people's problem why they do not go nowhere in life.
And this too, bro. I think that for one, we gotta look at life like a privilege, right? We all come from circumstances. We done had homies and friends and family that we done lost along the way. Like we all know the pressures and the different things that we face on a day-to-day basis, bro. Like it's a privilege one to be alive and to have an opportunity to create and chase our dreams. And I'll put it like this, bro. The music industry is a business. If you just like and love hip hop or you just love music and you want to do it for the sport or for the hobby, that's cool as well. I just want people to identify where they stand and on which side of the playing field they're on. That's all it is, bro. It's like even in
That's it.
sports, right? We all grew up, everybody wasn't going to the NBA. But if you come on that court, bro, and we lace them up, man, let's be one taking it serious. Let's be out here competing or don't step across them lines. So that's my emphasis for the guys, bro. Like when you got homies that spending their last, bro, going into the studio to record music and they got kids at home that depend on them and they got bills to pay, student loans, they got other priorities and obligations. Now, bro, you are compensating, right? So you're taking from one thing, bro, to invest in something else. And that's when music becomes an investment. Once it becomes an investment, bro, and you are willing to put energy and time into it, things that you can't get back, and you got other obligations, that's when I put the emphasis on, bro, this is a business and let's have that real conversation and let's be transparent. It's nothing dope about, 20 niggas in the studio smoking weed and they got their baby moms and their kids at home. They could be doing something way more productive. If we're going to be here, bro, let's be out here being productive, making something make sense. Let's go ahead and collaborate together and, let's really benefit one another, bro, by being in each other's space, bro, by, affiliating with one another. So that's what I always been on, bro. If we're going to be young men in this space, bro, let's at least collaborate and make something out of, the time that we spend together, and we can do both, bro. We can enjoy ourselves, we can get to the money, we can learn, we can fail, and we can succeed at the same time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like how you said that because I got a brother in jail. Made the wrong choice. I was just actually talking to him a couple minutes before we get on here,
Yeah,
and he said, "Yeah, man, I'm so tired of this." And I was just like, to educate people, like that's a big one. Stick to your dream, man. I come from Nova Scotia, so to even be in your presence is it's a big move for me because it's like it's more intelligence going in my mind to understand how the industry is because I do music myself and I'm an
yeah,
entertainer as well and YouTuber. We can go on all that, but yeah, man, it's a blessing that you said that, and that's more understandable. So when I put this on my platform, people can understand. It's not a
yeah,
game,
man.
man. It's like you stay focused.
No, big salute, bro. And I'll tell you this, it's crazy, man, because the one thing I do regret is when you go through like a legal situation that I went through, big bro, I can't come back to Canada no more, right? I spent a lot of time
Oh,
over in
for real?
well, Canada no allow felons to come back across the border. It's a lot of artists and a lot of brothers that's in my
Yeah,
space that can't come back, right? So think about that in
yeah.
a legal space. I can't come back to Nova Scotia, Toronto, Niagara Falls, where I used to like to take my family. I spent a lot of time out in Vancouver. I did one of my biggest shows at the Vancouver
Wait,
420 Fest, E40 2018, right? So
you
I
said
got
you
a
were
lot of
you said
money
you
out
were
there in Canada that I can't come there and connect with any longer because of what
yeah.
I'm dealing with. So I took advantage of the opportunities I had when I was able to be there, bro. And I didn't leave nothing, on the table, bro. You know, I gave it all we had, bro. We had a good time, bro, and we made our mark. And so that's what it is. Like I said, you only live once, bro. And we definitely, bro, busted our ass and grinded while we had a chance to kind of get it done.
So so you was out in Nova Scotia, you're saying?
Yeah, bro, I've been all over, bro.
What?
Yeah,
You
I've
been
been
in
all
my
over.
city? Yo, that's crazy,
We,
man.
we, we've
I,
been
I
all
gotta
over,
meet you
bro.
for sure now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I had an artist, man. The kid was actually from Vancouver. He was a part of our label, and also like Drake has OVO, so we got a couple kids from Baltimore that affiliate with Drake team, and what I was doing, bro, is that I was trying to go to different places like Canada. I was going over to Europe. I was going over to Colombia. I was going over to South
Just
America.
trying to
Like
go everywhere.
I was going in different places, bro, and working hard trying to go ahead and take my sound across the world. And I never
Right.
stayed just where I was from. You understand what I'm saying? And I was willing to get up and go and make different moves.
So with
Yeah,
the
man. No,
bots,
that's dope.
some people go on Instagram and buy followers and YouTube, but you could tell because the the Instagram likes and comments don't add up to the amount of followers.
Uh
But
huh.
how does the bots work?
Well, look, put it like this, bro. I think what's happening is that you are looking at the numbers and you trying to be like, all right, let me put together a correlation on what I feel should be accurate. I put it like this, Surf. I don't spend all day going on people's pages and commenting on anything. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? I can be honest with you, bro. I'm getting money. I'm chilling. Like I might go and peek at shit that's all right. So say this, bro. You go on social media, your biggest celebrities in the world, every last one of us got bot followers and comments and likes. It's a part of the algorithm. It's a part of Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? It just is a part of the ecosystem. Now, if you're going to go and get bots, bro, I've been building and doing automation for the last 15 years. You can buy a certain amount of views, likes, comments, followers. You write that it should be a certain amount of engagement based off of the following that you have. So you should be strategically putting together those promotions and campaigns so it doesn't look obvious to what you're doing. But if you're a nigga like myself and you continuing to make money and you testing at all times, you don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. Not when you getting paper. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? And the
Right.
niggas that's getting
That
money
sound
don't
like
sit and
me.
evaluate what other guys is doing when you're getting money because your time and your frequency, it don't go to that same space. So say Instagram, bro, for me, right? Before I was on Vice TV, and I've been giving up the game. I went on This Is 50 and I told the homies how to make money in streaming 7 years ago. This is when 6ix9ine was popping and he was doing automation and bots. Well, 7 years ago, bro, I only had 100,000 followers. Now we had a 500,000, and I make so much more money just because of how clout is and perception. And I understood that and I embraced it. And I'm also the guy that's like, yeah, my nigga, I buy followers and likes and comments whenever the fuck I feel like it. That don't mean that the cash in the bank is phony. That means that I understand it's an algorithm I'm fighting against. And also, Instagram is playing an unfair game. If you got 1 million followers and they only want you to get between 1 and 10% engagement anyway, that means only 100,000 out of your 1 million followers will see your content anyway, sir. You understand what I'm saying? So now you looking at shit like, damn, that don't add up. My nigga, only 10% of the followers actually seen it anyway, and we know everybody a hater, so only 1% engaged, and less than that, 1% of that 1% commented and double click. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on in life, bro. People don't got time to be on Instagram making sure niggas look lit. But we gonna find out on them ticket sales. We're gonna find out when people drop them bank receipts. We're gonna find out on them taxes. So that's how I go and emphasize it. And like I told you, bro, if you strategically do it the right way, you can bust the algorithm. I got content that you guys probably done seen. I did the Brandman Network interview that's 100 million views over and over again. We got the Vice TV that's 100 million views. Yeah, yo, some of that shit is bots because it's necessary. But niggas know that we lit and we getting it for real at the same time. So you just gotta figure out the strategy. You gotta stay locked in.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about that myself.
Algorithm.
I was growing my YouTube channel organically. You know, we hitting little numbers. I've been in it like a month now. Maybe we had 500,000 views, maybe like 1,100 subscribers. But I'm like, you know, should I put some bots on there? Should I make it look bigger? Should I jump in that algorithm so big interviews like this can get that 100 million views? What would you do if you were in my position and you had a new podcast, you got big interviews? How would you
put it like this, right? I sacrificed early, Surf, and what I mean by that is that I come from corporate America too, right? So when the white folks say organic, they basically try to say, oh, a nigga don't got a budget. Just know how that's how white people evaluate us, right? Organic mean nigga just put together all the money in the production of some shit and didn't have no money to put together for the marketing of some shit. That's how they look at us, right? So if you got a YouTube channel and you don't know how to run Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google ads, then you got to go ahead and you got to hire that out. You got to go to Fiverr.com. You got to find somebody on Instagram that can take care of that for you. You got to start running ads, bro. You got to put some money behind your actual content so you can get it in front of the audience that will connect with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the content that you're doing is dope, but it don't mean nothing if nobody sees it. So I say, bro, invest in your production, invest into what you can as far as the marketing of your content. So when we not talking about the bots, which is, yeah, of course, you manipulating what's going on and it's not 100% legitimate. Well, then go get legitimate traction, legitimate eyeballs, go pay for the traffic and pay for the marketing of your content. And the bots is something that we'll talk about way down the road when you are able to make it look reasonable, right? So say your organic marketing advertising is 70% and you want to add the 30% of the bots because you got a nice little ratio that makes sense. Then we had that conversation. Influencer marketing, paying people to repost your content that got an audience. It's so many other ways done, right? And that's the space that I always been in as well, Surf, and it comes with the game. And the last thing I want to give you, bro, is, you know, you got your SEO, how you curate, when you post, what's going on, how you optimize your content. When you're trying to get these views, bro, the content and the presentation extremely important. What you invest into it is extremely important, and you got to know that. And if a nigga don't got a budget to do the marketing, you can do as many episodes as you want. You can do some of the greatest interviews ever. If there is no marketing, bro, to follow up behind the product, nobody going to ever see it and nobody ever going to care. And I can be honest about that. No matter how much content you put together, bro. None of these niggas that you see blowing up, bro, did it without no budget, bro. Not a Cameron, not a Gilly the Kid. They all big homies that done it right, and they also got bigger platforms and bigger bells and whistles behind the scenes that get the job done. And that's the conversation we should be having, bro. If you spent $1,000 to get this episode created, whether it was the lighting, the cameras, the crew, you should be spending $5,000 to market it, to get in front of all of the eyeballs, to be recouping your ad watch time and your revenue that comes from having a YouTube channel. If your YouTube channel not monetized, every view that you get don't count anyway. So you got to make sure you're getting your watch hours. You got to make sure that you're getting your subscribers. You got to make sure you got your uploads. So it's criteria that you got to meet, bro, to be able to actually do this and do this at a high level. Did you educate yourself on what that is, and did you put together a plan to actually make it make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you just give us some crazy high priority knowledge, man. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
big
yeah.
one.
That's what this is
Yeah.
about, see real. So,
I, I I like how you said the boss, because I've been doing that for a minute, and then I'm really trying to like pay for the ads. So I understand that. You know what I mean? Niggas would be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're fake for doing that," but I'm like, "Yo, you don't understand. Instagram makes this algorithm like this, and there's nothing we can do. Like I
Well,
can't literally say, "Hey, yo, the whole world knows me." It takes motherfucking time.
you'll be more successful when you stop caring what people say.
yeah, you can't care
And
about
Right,
anybody's opinion. The
right.
yeah,
best
I
opinion is
mean,
your
That's
opinion.
I
the
never
day,
did, right?
the day, no, but I know how it is. I know that we subconsciously can also hear, right, the naysayers.
Okay,
You talking
yeah,
to a nigga
yeah,
that touched
yeah.
M's, right? And until your homies touch M's and actually live this, been this, done this, like you talking to a nigga that just did 2 years in the feds, never told nobody, live a great life. Like I really seen it and lived it. That's the tough part, bro. A lot of our homies are niggas that just talk and run their mouth. And that's the truth.
Yes,
Fact,
And I
sir.
got to the space,
fact.
bro, that when I try to tell the homies, like, yo, I love you, bro, but your opinion is baseless. It's like asking a nigga how to hit a baseball that play football. Like, that's how you got to look at your guys, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Have you ever got millions of dollars in the advertising and marketing community? Have you ever worked for a Fortune 500 company? Why the fuck am I even asking or give a fuck about what you think about something being fake or real?
Cause
The
they
whole
never
entire
did that
internet,
shit.
the whole internet is fake, my nigga. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I got real niggas that don't even got an
Real
email
talk.
address. You understand what I'm saying? I got niggas that never ever left off the porch, that never left their city. They don't know nothing about no Snapchat, no Instagram, no Facebook, no Gmail. So what they think about real street niggas on the internet arguing and beefing and acting crazy, like that's not real.
Nah, that's not real at all, man.
Yeah, I be seeing it so much, and I'm just like, come on, bro. We like niggas, and we got the white folks looking at us like acting like really what they say we're,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like, come on,
We
bro. We trying to hit a bigger agenda,
this,
like, and that's why I like this whole
look,
platform, cause
I,
you
I
know,
tell y'all what's
like,
funny, fellas. When I figured out once I started to do, like, I did my trial and error, bro. I figured out what worked for me. So, even bigger than being just Chad Focus, bro, we got our own music marketing agency. We got our own social media agency where bro, we strategize with brands and artists and influencers. Like, yo, we got so many different type of clients, bro. This shit is like game changer. And you'd be surprised how many people I got that we help them build an organic strategy, and then we help them put together a viral strategy where they can influence and include the bots. And another thing that you niggas got to understand, what I'm saying, not you guys per se, but just in general, is that when you go
yeah,
and you
no,
use the advertising platform, no matter what it is, everything is artificial intelligence and bots anyway. We not physically serving the
yeah,
ad that we see, fellas, on any of these websites. When we go use Instagram, YouTube, Facebook ads, and you see the ad, that is an actual automation, a bot that is serving that ad for us. That's taking the creative and putting it in front of the target audience based off of certain metrics, demographics, and all types of things. So the most ignorant thing I hear from people every day is, my nigga, I don't fuck with the bots. Nigga, you use a bot every day. When you call that
Right.
telephone and somebody don't pick up, when you speak to Siri, when you listen to an answer machine, when you go into a website and you looking for motherfucking support, like, I think that people just crazy.
yo.
And so I'm on the right side of history, bro. That's why I created my automation companies and stuff, and I play the game on my own terms.
So,
Yo, we gotta definitely stay tapped in, man. Like for real. I'll let you
yes, sir.
go
Yes, sir.
first, but we should real
So,
knowledge.
with the Spotify, how did that go down? Like, how did you end up, getting locked up? How did you get your time? For the people who don't know.
So I break it down like this. I started off, bro, working in corporate America, bro. I was with a company. You guys seen The Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Jordan Belfort, I used to work.
Heard of it, yeah.
So 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 Wolf of Wall Street is a movie about, a young white dude that was in Wall Street. And
Oh, that one. Yeah, now I remember. Okay,
all right,
okay.
cool. And so y'all might remember that, but I actually worked with those type of guys. That was a kind of like life that we was a part of. All right. And the reason why that's like important, fellas. I thought I had to put a charge in for real. The reason why that's important is because I was in what you call the white collar world, you know, and in Wall Street, bro, they use a lot of automation systems. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. And I'll break it down like this. My job was to do what's called search engine optimization. I was working for, you know, a company that was originally a startup. I helped turn them into a billion-dollar company. It was called Agora Publishing. And they actually ended up, bro, selling a lot of like Ponzi scheme products. Basically, they embellish certain investments. You know, they got a lot of crazy shit behind the scenes that they're doing that is like based off of false advertising, and it's like the dark web type of you know, institution to be a part of. My job, Surf, was that I worked with these guys, man, and you know, we all had our own Amex accounts, and I had a lot of different marketing campaigns and systems that were set up in my own personal name, but was paid for through the company card that they gave me. And I developed an amazing skill set using my own personal brand and, of course, my own record label to start to figure out how to use these systems for social media and to really help us gain exposure. So at the end of the day, bro, I'm a search engine optimization expert and I'm an inflation engineer. I can make things look much more popular and bigger than they really are. And that works great, yo, for a lot of different businesses. In the Wall Street world, if you see a stock and it doesn't have enough traction or enough media attention around it, I can go and create it and make it feel like it's bigger than it is so other people want to invest. And then it's basically a fake it till you make it type of system in a digital space. All right. I was in my 20s, spent millions and millions of dollars, man, with this company, spent millions of dollars with the Amex card that they had, you know, issued to me. And it wasn't just things that had to do with business when you go in the corporate world, bro. We got entertainment, we got travel, we got a lifestyle that we live, we got ways to fucking embezzle money, grift money, all types of shit. And we was all in that space. I just went and took it to a whole nother level because I learned how to monetize what I was doing for them and monetize what I was doing for myself at the same time. And at the end of the day, bro, I pulled off something that had never been done before. I put myself in a position to make $1 million, you know, with these guys on salary as an employee, getting commissions. But I became even more successful, bro, building up my own campaigns with my strategies that was eventually trial and error for me. It worked out for me, it worked out for them. And that's really how it happened, bro. They got caught up with an FTC case. They got investigated for some of the false systems and advertising that we were doing. They had one specific case, bro, where they had a bunch of millions of dollars that they had, you know, stole from a bunch of old folks that they had invested into a fake diabetes cure. They got hit with that FTC case, and then I got hit with my Fed case for, you know, embezzling money, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and stealing from the company that was stealing from the clientele. So it was dope, bro, because I became a fall world doing a bunch of crazy shit. And you know, I ruffled a lot of feathers, bro. And you know, you make the wrong people upset, you're gonna sit your black ass down. So that time period I went through, bro, the indictment I went through, you know, it was a lot of learning lessons. I learned a lot the right and wrong things to be doing with any type of corporate infrastructure. I also learned that, you know, you gotta dot your I's and cross all your T's, bro. I didn't have proper accounting. I didn't have the proper, you know, consultations and mentorship while I was in that position. And I did things that I did in my 20s that I never do in my 30s. And that's what got my black ass man sent to prison because I put myself in that position. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Not it just being a black and white or racist thing. Hell yeah, we know white people get away with shit that we don't get away with. Hell yeah, we go to jail and they get probation. But you also got to be smarter than that, and you also got to know what you're doing, bro, can get you in a certain hot water. And I never seen that being the outcome, bro. If anything, I thought it would be a civil dispute. Man, it bypassed civil, it bypassed state. I got a Fed case, and you know the feds don't play. That's a 98% conviction rate. I took my plea deal. I sat down, and now you know we back home, bro. After 2 years, bigger and better and smarter than ever, and all of those same systems and the education that I got, bro, while being in corporate America, I'm even more polished and even more resourceful and even more well respected now because people have seen that I've been through something and they know that I'm resilient and they also know I'm a genuine real nigga and I never told on nobody. I kind of took my knocks as a man. I took my punishment and I handled my business, even if the guys that I was affiliated with and working with didn't. And here we go, bro. We locked and loaded on it the right way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I was watching one of your interviews and you were breaking down how you started to be your own show promoter and that, you were beating out Live Nation. You didn't need them anymore. Can you break down to the people how you accomplished that?
Yeah, man. I had done a promo tour, Surf, man. I used to rock with a DJ pool, man, MP3 Wax. So I spent a lot of time investing and getting my money into the hands of certain DJs, and then going on tour, man, and popping up on the homies in the club and making sure my face card was seen. I performed at different spots. I rocked out the CIAAs, the different events, the AFRAM. Like that was a part of the game. I came back home, bro, and I was dating a young lady that worked at a local radio station, and she had some friends that were local promoters, right? They bring talent from all around the world. Your Gucci Manes, your Boosies. They bring the other artists. And they perform at the big stadiums that we have here in Baltimore. So originally, bro, they approached me about performing and then also being a sponsor, which is a smart space for me, right? Can I get some type of revenue from the ticket sales? Can I also get some of my local guys to perform on the stage? And can I get, a slot that's really, you know, in a kind of co-headlining spot, right? So they brought me in. It was a Lil Baby and Moneybagg Yo show. They was on the Heartless Summer Tour, which was Moneybagg Yo's tour. Baby had just came out a couple months prior, and he was just getting big with That's My Dog. And I had my song Dance With Me with T-Pain. And what I was doing, Surf, is that I realized as an independent artist, it's only a certain amount of exposure and money that I can make. But as a promoter, you can dictate and make so many more moves. And as a sponsor, you can dictate and make so many more moves as well. So I looked at how to be invested into the movement, right? Think about your Live Nations. They own the venue, they own the box office, they got the security. So they really control the entire setup, and you can plug and play the artist any day of the week, right? You can just go and find out who fucks with them in a certain area. You understand what I'm saying? And bring the artist based off of who listening to their music, wherever you at. Comedians, entertainers, it don't matter what is going on. As the promoter, I seen that Ticketmaster and these companies, bro, were buying the tickets on what we would call early bird. So when it's at the lowest price, and then they were reselling them as it got closer to the day of the actual event. So what they doing, bro, is they creating urgency, and they also creating scarcity, right? People get desperate and they willing to spend money on anything for a chance to be a part of something. And man, you know how this work with Jordan releases. Also, when a PlayStation 5 brand new comes out, people will spend $500 going to Walmart and go on the street and sell it for $500 more, $1,000. You can get a person on Christmas, they willing to spend at least $2,000 to make sure that PlayStation 5 underneath for the Christmas tree. You understand what I'm saying? So just look at it like that, sir. Look at it like the music industry is a guy like myself going against a company like Live Nation that has millions of dollars, and we both buying up all the PlayStations that we can, and we both reselling the shit out of them on Christmas Day. That's the perfect analogy that I can give you. And you would never see a young nigga getting the same type of money and having the same type of strategy as a big corporation. My first time, bro, buying and flipping tickets, man, was Beyonce and Jay-Z. They had a We Run the World tour. I ended up buying $100,000 worth of tickets, bro. I took my family and friends, bro, and let them all sit front row at Beyonce. It was about 50 of us, rented a big bus. Everybody had a good time. They sat and was treated like kings and queens. And the other $50,000 worth of tickets, bro, I sold them for double the price. So I was able to take my friends and family, bro, put them all front row, have them treated like kings and queens at Beyonce and Jay-Z concert. And I was able to sell the other 50 tickets for a higher profit than the other tickets that I used. So I made money. We went to the concert and I doubled up. Oh yeah, this shit gonna work. And then when I had my own show, a Lil Baby and Moneybagg Yo, I just implemented the entire system, bro. I ended up buying probably about 70 or 80% of all the tickets to the show that I was a part of. The max capacity was between 4,400 to 5,000. And the numbers that I showed everybody when I broke down the averages of what I resold and the money that we made back, it was close to $500,000 in net profit and gross profit and $250,000 net profit. And so it's a blessing to figure out systems like that and to execute it, not being a Live Nation, but being Chad Focus, the CEO of my own situation, not just the artist, bro, but also the executive, the strategist, the marketer, the promoter, the investor, and also the sponsor, bro. And we still went on the actual stage and we did our thing, man, for a couple songs, bro, and knocked out our set. Ain't nobody else moving like that or thinking like that, bro.
That was genius, man. I applaud you for that one. So, with the record with T-Pain, how did the process go with that? Were you guys in the studio together?
Actually, you know how it go nowadays, Surf, man. A lot of times people don't get a chance to collaborate. You kind of sending files back and forth, right?
Yeah.
The way I got the CAA situation with T Pain, 2018, bro, I was out there, man. It was Charlotte, North Carolina. I did a show with my guy DJ SNS, man. I pulled up with my boy DJ Trap. A couple of the homies was down there doing that thing. And my strategy, bro, was I used to be big on physical products. So I would always have physical CDs, pass them out, make sure niggas had them, right? And think about this, people still got cars and they still got CD players. So the Sprinter that I was in, I left my actual CD in there. Dance with Me was my top record at the time. The manager of the actual vehicle company was also friends with T Pain's manager. He got that record to T Pain's manager. He heard the record. He called and reached out. He was like, "Look, I got Tank, I got Tory Lanez, I got T Pain. What you trying to do?" I'm like, "Yo, let me get T Pain. Let me know the price. We're gonna snap. Let's get this done ASAP." And that was the situation, bro. You got to cut that check, man, especially being an independent, unknown artist and working with a Grammy Award winning established artist. He needed a chance to make some money. I needed a chance to put a quality record and also solidify it with a cosign. The record had already been Billboard charted and done its thing as it needed to be locally. I just thought it was a perfect setup to bring T Pain and put him on a record. And we were supposed to go ahead and shoot a video, bro. He missed a video shoot. I had to deal with my legal issues. And so we're going to try to circle back around on that this summer when I get off probation and try to see if we can get it done for the people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what's up. So that record's platinum, right?
Yo, it's not platinum and it's not gold. It has millions and millions of streams. So I'll put it like this, Surf. Platinum is 75. Actually, gold is 75 million streams equivalent, and platinum is 150 million streams equivalent. Total, bro, I probably have 150 million streams across all of my records in my entire catalog. But there's no one specific record that I have that's gold or platinum. But I have my debut album is 5 times Billboard charted, and my Dance with Me single, yo, is 1 time Billboard charted on the dance music charts. So that's the different distinction between platinum, gold, and Billboard charted and stuff like that.
So how can you have the numbers nowadays and they don't give you the platform?
Because you had to be a part of the actual infrastructure. So I'm not a part of any of the major labels, but I profit off of the infrastructure that they built, right? So you got Universal, you got Warner, you got Sony. I'm a young dude that independently, bro, has been able to capitalize off of owning 100% of his masters and 100% of his publishing. That means that when I spend a dollar, I make that dollar right back. It comes to me. And it also means that, bro, when I get my royalties, I get 100% of the money that's due to me, and I don't have no splits with anybody. So nobody made Chad Focus famous. Nobody put me on. Nobody put me in position. Nobody gave me the game. The industry is not built like that, bro. Our favorite artists, 99% of them sign a record deal. They're in debt to the record companies forever for making them famous and relevant. And then also a lot of that money is used for the marketing. So me and your favorite artists, bro, they became large because we're paying for their radio, we're paying for their exposure, we're paying for their interviews, we're paying for and everything that's happening that makes the artists look bigger than what they are. And that's why they own their publishing, their likeness, their masters, bro. And that's why they recoup so much amount of money from these artists' royalties, right? I don't fit that system. So helping build Chad Focus platform endangers what they built as a way to kind of control things and to monetize the system that they have created that they, bro, need to keep the power over the artist. And I'm a nigga that you can't control. I'm a free thinker and I got my own budget and I got my own results to back it up and I can do it independently. This ain't something that you want to see, bro. If you start seeing more niggas, bro, popping up, one thinking like me, talking like me, and executing like me, that's going to endanger them old white niggas' pockets, man.
Hey, that's what we're here to do, man. That's some news they can use right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
look,
we here to crack the Da Vinci Code. So
Kanye ain't as crazy as they say he is, bro. He got such a large platform that say if I was as large as Kanye was and I say some of the things that I say, sir, I'd be in a lot of trouble too.
yeah. I get it exactly. So how do you feel about the Cap Williams rant, man? I mean, the interview, man, that was amazing. That was probably one of the best interviews I've seen.
I enjoyed it, bro, because Cat has mastered the ability to be extremely compassionate, genuine, entertaining, and sarcastic all in one. And when you master that skill set, bro, he's an amazing storyteller. He has so much truth, and even when he embellishes at times, we know that there's truth within the embellishment, right?
Yes.
So when a nigga said I can run a 4-2 flat, and he ran a fucking 4-2, 4-4, whatever it was crazy because he spoke it with so much conviction, and it was so believable that when he did it, it was like, I'm not gonna doubt this nigga no more. And everybody that he spoke upon and he said certain things, you know, to get onto platforms and just lie, sir, that's defamation. So he understands the ramifications of being a millionaire and just lying on people. They can go and sue him. Ain't nobody come out and say I'm gonna put a lawsuit on him. Ain't nobody come out yet and be like that nigga lying flat out. That's how you know, bro, that he went and shook shit up. And he also spoke on a lot of things that people was unwilling to talk about, from the TD Jakes and the Diddy situation, and you know, the Steve Harvey and the Cedric the Entertainer and the Michael Blackson. Like, he spoke on things, bro, that a lot of people either thought, feel, and just, you know, are afraid to say or not in position to say. And that right there, bro, was game changing, bro. He was super transparent. He was super direct. And at the end of the day, not only was he educational and controversial, sir, that nigga was fucking entertaining, bro. And it was
Yeah,
some
you were.
of the best laughs I had in a long time. And it was an easy 3 hour watch.
It was. It went. The 3 hours went by. I had to watch it twice.
So the thing about it, like Batman was 3 hours long, bro. The Avengers is 3 hours long. Titanic. Niggas can watch Cat Williams talk to Shannon Sharp, yo, back to back. And you know, you spark a blunt, yo, you get a little sip of Henny and you chilling. Like, yo, that's powerful. You feel me?
Yes, sir. So, what is the music scene like in Baltimore?
Yo, Baltimore dope, bro. It's difficult. So like our big thing where we from, bro, we got Baltimore club music. Some of the places that's similar to the sound that we got, bro, Philly and New Jersey, you know, that's the big wave right now. Some of the artists got some top records in, you know, our niche or our genre of music, bro. Coi Leray, Nicki Minaj, like we got some solid artists around the world that's kind of like exposing our sound again. Um, a lot of independent artists, bro. A lot of producers, bro. A lot of dancers. City is huge, yo, for dance, bro. And so many different dances. We like killing the game on TikTok. And when I was out in the space, bro, we got a lot of young independent artists right now. We got a kid named YG Tech. He's huge. YBS Scholar, Young Moose, man. We just lost a good brother, President Davo. Like, we got some really solid guys. Takeo Bang is a Grammy Award winner. We got YG Beach, Jay Oliver, Jay Fetty. Like, it's guys that I've worked with that are absolutely amazing, that one are local producers and artists. It's too many artists to name. Shout out to artists that's on my label. Yeah, D, Troy, Cito, G, Flames, my producers, Trelly Trell, you know, Jay Fetty, Octane, like Jay Oliver. We got some really, really dope guys, bro. And we got an amazing sound. And Baltimore doesn't get the shot and the respect that they deserve. I was hoping to be one of those guys that could open those doors. But you also see that for me, I want to be in the executive and the boss position, and they're not gonna put me in that position either, right? Because I'm gonna bring along some of the top guys where we from to give them a chance. So, you know, Baltimore always been kind of a place that kind of got left, bro, and by the wayside, bro. And we never kind of get our just due, but we really got some young talented artists, bro, that sing, dance, and rap. And these niggas is the truth.
Yeah, yeah. I've been seeing like since Krishan Rock blew up and like Tasiki, y'all been getting a lot of more shine. How you feel about that? Do you think like
Yeah.
that's
Shout out
bringing?
to Seki, man, and Krishan Rock. I think that Zeus Network, bro, and what they got going on with the Baddies Club, and like that's a platform, bro. That shit got a different type of energy and a different type of clout, my G. And I think that more people should understand that it's not about the music, it's about people buying into you, right? And it's about people liking you. And if they like you, they'll support your music, whether it's good or bad. And Krishan is like living proof of like creating a brand and having a viral name, and everything the girl do, man, is fire and it goes bonkers. And she got on that platform and she capitalized off of it. And it's a lot of other young ladies that's on that platform and they're not as big or as relevant. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
you're right. You're right.
always be willing to diversify your abilities to get exposure. And she got that joint as a vibe all the time. I done heard that joint so many times, social media, and never heard it on the radio. You don't need local radio to become a super duper star. Actually, local radio could hinder you. So all the niggas that I know that's on local radio getting the love, and they do deserve the love. They kind of stuck here, bro, and everybody else is kind of bigger than local. They got different type of traction. Sad that you can't have both at the same time, but it's just been like that, especially where I'm from.
Y'all both being Baltimore natives, man. I would love to see y'all do a collaboration together.
Yeah, I love Krishan, bro. Like I said, I'm always open for the hometown. Like her and DJ Sky High Baby. That's her homegirl that's on the show with her. It's also her DJ. They from the hometown. So Sky High Baby hit me up, show me love one day, man. I definitely love to collaborate with them. And then they know, man, I'm home team all the way. So whatever they need, if I got it and we can get it done, you know, I'm with the team, man. I'm with the squad, bro.
That's what's up. So, man, who is your top 5 rappers, you know, dead or alive?
I'm a Lil Wayne fan, bro. I like Drake, man. I like Jay-Z. I like Nas, and I also like Tupac and Biggie. So I give you 6.
Oh, that was dope, man.
Yeah.
So, what I wanted to ask you was, what do you think about the hip hop scene right now? Do you think it's more about who's popular, or is it about whose music is actually good and who has talent?
I'm be honest with you, bro. It's so much noise, and it's also so much opportunity. Everything wide open, and people can go find what their preference is. You understand what I'm saying? Like whatever kind of music you like, whatever kind of vibe you like you can go and find that. And that's how I base it. You get what I'm saying? For me, I always try to make sure that my music had a high quality production, a dope message, and a good mix and mastering. And let's get it out there to the people. It's subjective, bro. Some people it's like their head chair for this record, and they be like, yo, this nigga fucking getting down. He all right. I fuck with it. Some niggas won't even give it a shot. At the end of the day, I think you should at least give people's music a shot. And nowadays, bro, I like any and everybody's music. I know that the programming is what puts it in front of us, right? So people hate on Sexy Red. I like Sexy Red shit for what she is and what she done, and I respect that she out here hustling, getting it in. If you want somebody else to be popping, go fucking spam the radio stations till they pop something else with a whole different type of message, or bring your ass on Spotify and go discover new talent. So I love everybody, bro. I love everybody's artwork, the gift. I understand the music and uploading it. Like, yo, I don't take nothing for granted and take nothing from nobody. Put together the effort to put out the music. I think it's some fucking art and quality in anything that everybody puts out, even if that shit is whack to others, right? I'm gonna find something positive with what's going on. But shout out to my favorite artist. I like Coi Leray the most, bro. It's like little Vanilla Sky. She doing her thing, and I like her records and her growth and what she been doing for the last couple of years.
Yeah, she's dope, man. I like her too.
Yeah.
So, what we got coming new from you, Chad?
All right, so right now, Surf, man, we're gonna launch the second edition, man, to No Focus Music University. What I've been doing, Surf, since I came home, bro, it's just like me and you on this call, and a consultant in the music marketing strategy systems, yo, so they can kind of capitalize off of the machines and the algorithms. And Focus Music University, my priority, bro. Young black dude, man, I'm proving bounce back from public scrutiny, any downfalls that you go through. Like, I'm a kid that was, you know, just in prison, bro, a year and a half ago. I'm a felon that got his own university where I teach and help and educate, got hundreds of students. So that's gonna be my platform. That's my give back. Where can I build a community of people that I teach and show them that I'm gonna reciprocate the value? So
See where they at, see what they got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we lit, man. Is the takeoff, man. So you are now tuned in to the News You Can Use podcast. We were playing little reruns for y'all to tap into. But to figure out how to do this. Correct, like you know, led the body. Have you did any research? Not at all.
I don't know nothing about the Tupac situation. Other than what you told me, I ain't even heard nothing about it. And ain't nobody that I know talking
Yeah,
about it.
you don't. I know this D class. You don't really know nothing about nothing. You like, shit, I don't know shit.
Nigga, I know about work and the random shit that I get on the way from my house to, to the job. Like nigga, I'm saying I don't be listening to shit. They half the time I ride to work in silence. I don't
All right,
even
man. We got new right here on the Music of You podcast. You said that in the Diddy. You called it that in the Diddy. I feel like we've been talking about Diddy for like a year or two now.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like nothing new has really came up, bro. Like they just keep trying to tap him into other people's shit, and it's like, like that man, you can't just say Diddy did any goddamn thing new. Like what are we talking
I
about?
told y'all Diddy might be innocent, man. We don't know. Because I'm still confused about what he went to jail for. Like,
Man, he went to jail for being a perv, man. Like that's what it is.
man, that's rather here or there, man. We don't know if he was really being a perv or not.
Man, they say that I mean, shit, they ain't call it a freak off for nothing, man.
Man, I know motherfuckers having freak offs right now in San Bernardino some goddamn way.
Facts.
Man, they been having freak offs since they been having crack houses, nigga. That shit been going on forever, nigga.
Forever.
You ever been in a crack house before?
That is one place that I can say I haven't been. I don't know. Goddamn.
Man, there's all kind of freaky shit going on. Man, you go to one of the fentanyl houses or something, you don't know what the fuck might happen.
My nigga said the fentanyl house. Damn it, man. Not the house.
Nigga, you go to the Fetty house, nigga, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Shit, you know you ain't coming out that motherfucker. Don't you better not touch nothing.
Then you gotta think about this. Remember that shit they had called Molly? Nigga, Molly used to have these motherfuckers acting kind of crazy too.
Nah, that's a fact.
So you don't know, you feel me?
Nah,
Everybody
man,
just judging
we was just talking about the fact that weed has changed from now to like back in just say the 90s, early 2000s.
You know when weed change? When it stopped having seeds completely. Like when you just every weed you buy don't got no seeds. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
You gotta think about what you smoking. You smoking clones. You're not even smoking like
That is
weed that grew from the soil or nothing.
that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. Like,
Because even
niggas-
some of the gas had weed. I mean, seeds.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you could go to the stick somewhere and find you like some old popcorn or some shit like that, like you might be all right.
It's the high is different. If you notice, like it's just a whole different high. Unless you can tap in and you know like a grower or somebody that's getting it from a good source.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to say this one.
What is it? Nigga, you know we don't give a damn on this podcast.
The BMF, you feel me?
Seen it too. I mean, I seen it. Shit. Until now with the YouTube, this shit happen every time we start going live, bro. We go live, we start talking about some off the wall shit, and then this nigga freeze. This nigga freeze,
Put
bro.
that shit off.
Man,
On spin mode, there we go.
there you
Yeah,
go.
you